Hi everyone, welcome to today's practice. Today we are going to get into the hips, do a nice ooey gooey juicy flow, and we'll start on our back. So let's get right into it. Lay yourself down into constructive rest. You want to lay down with your feet about mat width distance apart and your knees knocked together. And you can take your arms into a soft cactus, so elbows bent, backs of your hands on the ground, palms facing up. And first, taking a moment just to land and arrive, close your eyes and find your breath. Feeling the soles of your feet, the back of your heart, and the back of your skull, grounding you to the earth. From that anchor of your back body, observe the way that the front of your body rises with breath. Begin to heel toe your feet back to hip distance apart. Slide both of your legs straight as you reach your arms up and overhead and take a full body stretch. And then hug your right knee into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. Find some big circles using your right hand to circle your right knee around. Reverse the direction, circle the other way. Coming back to center, interlace your hands behind your right leg and extend your leg up towards the sky. Reach up through your heel and press your hamstring into the clasp of your hands. And then check in with your left leg and see that your left toes are pointing towards the sky. And then start to circle your right foot around. Circle the other way. Coming to stillness, begin to bend your left knee. And as your left knee comes in, cross your right ankle over your left knee, pick your left foot up and find figure four. Take your hands and weave them between your legs, interlacing them behind your left leg or perhaps in front of your left shin. See if you can relax your shoulders down, keeping the back of your neck long and soft. Find a gentle rock side to side. And then let your legs rock all the way over to the left. The sole of your right foot comes to the ground. Your legs are in a twist. Keeping this figure four cross of your ankle over your knee and your right knee pointing to the sky. Take your left hand and scoop it around your right ankle. Just hold your foot in a little closer. Unwind your right arm and turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Gaze back to neutral. As you come onto your back to neutral, you're going to pick your left knee up so your knees start to hook. And as you come back onto your spine, hug your knees into your chest with your right knee hooked over the left. Reach your hands for opposite ankles, a supine Gomukhasana. Draw your ankles in nice and close to your body. Take a nice deep breath in. And then let it go. Unwind your legs. Hug your left knee into your chest and straighten your right leg down on the mat. Toes face the sky. Left hand to your left knee. Find those big rotations. Circle your left knee around. Reverse directions. Go the other way. And then back through center, interlace your hands behind your left leg, extend it up towards the sky. Flex your foot and reach through your heel. Start to circle your left foot around. Feeling that nice sensation in your left ankle. Opposite direction. Coming to stillness, right knee bends, left ankle catches your right knee, figure 4, right foot picks up. Hands interlace behind your right thigh or in front of your right shin. And just breathing here. Starting to rock a little side to side. Release the clasp of your hands. Rock your knees all the way over to the right into your twist. Sole of your left foot finds the ground. Knee stays pointing up. And your right hand takes your left ankle, draws it in a little closer. Left arm out to the left. Gaze to the left. Breathe into your twist. Turning your gaze back to neutral, picking up your right knee so it comes to the back of your left knee as you revolve back to center. Knees are crossed, hands reach for opposite ankles or shins and draw them in nice and close. Supine Gomukhasana, 3 breaths. And then you'll unwind your legs right into a happy baby. So unwind, uncross, bend your knees, reach your hands for the outer edges of your feet or maybe just your ankles, arms inside of your legs. Draw your knees nice and wide to the sides of your body, your feet stack above your knees. Notice what's going on in those hips today. How are they feeling? You start to rock a little side to side. And then release your hands from your feet or your legs. Straighten your legs up towards the sky just for a moment. And then bend your knees. Roll to one side. Press yourself all the way up and come to a tabletop. So coming onto all fours, hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. A few rounds of cow and cat. Inhale to tilt your tail to the sky. Drop your belly, open your heart. Exhale to round your spine. Curl your chin in, tuck your tail. And just a few more rounds with your breath at your own pace. Arcing and rounding your spine. And on your next breath out, lift your hips to the sky and find your way to downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet, swivel your hips side to side, spread your fingers nice and wide. Just find your way comfortably into your shape. Step your feet a little closer together. Sweep your right leg to the sky. Bend your knee, roll your hip open. Find a few big rotations with your right knee here. Circling again both directions. And then with your right hip still stacked on top of the left, straighten your leg nice and high. And then square off your hip, bring your right foot down next to the left. And switch sides, left leg to the sky. Bend knee, open hip. Big circles with your left knee. Reverse directions. Left hip stacked on top of right. Straighten your leg, reach your toes to the sky, and then square your left hip. Bring your left toes down next to the right. Now walk your hands to meet your feet. Back of your mat, forward fold. Let your knees soften and your head hang heavy. Slowly begin to round yourself all the way up to stand. Circle your arms to the sky, and as you do so, heel toe your feet to the edges of your mat. Take a breath in as you reach up, look up. And then on your exhale, hands come through your heart. Pivot your heels in, toes out, bend your knees, and squat down, malasana. And then rock a little side to side here. So shift your weight right, shift it left, play around a little bit. And then bring your fingertips down to the ground in front of you. Draw your heart forward. Take a breath in. And on your breath out, start to slowly straighten your legs, parallel your toes, and hang over your legs. Forward folds. And inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands forward all the way into a plank pose. Shoulders align over your wrists. And then drop your knees. Bend your elbows, lower your chest and your chin to the ground. Inhale, snake yourself forward. Low cobra, draw your shoulders back. Elbows back, heart forward. Exhale to a child's pose. Drop your head, take a breath. Start to shift forward to tabletop. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Send your hips to the sky. Sweep your right leg to the sky again. Three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip. Keeping your knee bent, start to square your right hip towards the ground. Bring your right knee behind your left knee. Bend your left knee a lot. You're lifted up onto the ball of your foot. And then straighten your right leg. Back leg straightens. So your right toes come to this back left corner of your mat. Your left knee will bend even more. Press through your right heel. Nice calf stretch. Breathe into your right calf. Pressing the ground away, still pressing belly back towards left thigh. And then look forward to your hands. Inhale as if you were coming forward to a plank. Lower your left shin down to the ground. Move your right foot in line with your left toes. Turn your right foot out so it's parallel with the back edge of your mat. Open your right arm up to the sky and extend it all the way overhead. Variation of a side plank. Breath into your right side body, arc your rib cage towards the sky. And if you feel wobbly here, maybe your left shin comes a little bit behind you. Breathe. And then you'll start to float your right leg up to hover. Send your right arm towards the sky. Bend your right knee and reach your right hand back. See if you might catch the top of your foot. It's okay if you don't. Practice the balance instead. If you have your foot on your hand, or your hand on your foot, I should say, kick your foot into your hand and slingshot your heart open a little bit more. If you have your foot, carefully release it. Keep it floating in the air. Right arm to the sky. Now you're going to turn back towards the mat, bending your right knee back next to the left, and scoop your right arm under the left. Thread the needle. Drop your right shoulder to the ground. Crawl your left hand a little bit forward towards the top of your mat, keeping a bend to your elbow. And as you press into your left hand, feel your heart spiral open. as your left shoulder stacks on top of the right. And walk your left hand back in front of your face so it's beneath your shoulder. Unwind back to our side plank variation. So right arm unwinds to the sky, right leg kicks back and foot turns open. Right arm overhead, and then you circle it down to the ground. Square off your hips, keep your right leg straight. We're in a three-legged table. Tuck your left toes under. Good. Pick your left knee up into your heart, send it to the sky, three-legged dog, and we go right to the other side. Bend your left knee, roll your hip open. Bring your left knee to the back of your right knee. Pick your right heel up nice and high. Straighten your left leg, left toes to the back right corner of the mat. Calf stretch, press through your left heel. Let your right knee bend. Look forward, shift forward like you're coming towards plank. Lower your right knee and shin down. Left toes turn out parallel with the back edge of your mat. Left arm to the sky, and then it sweeps all the way overhead. Making this rainbow shape with your body. Left arm to the sky as your left leg floats up to hover. If it's available, bending your left knee, catch your foot with your hand, kick your foot into your hand. And then release your foot, straighten your leg back, straighten your arm towards the sky, bend your left knee into the right, thread the needle, left arm under the right, left shoulder to the ground. Walk your right hand forward, press into it, open your heart. Right hand plants beneath your right shoulder. We unwind back to that side plank variation. So left leg straight, left arm to the sky. Circle it all the way overhead. Keep your left leg straight, square off your hips. Tuck your toes, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Breathe in. On your breath out, step your right foot wide outside of your right hand. Drop your left knee down, come up onto your fingertips. Right toes point out on an angle, shoulders away from your ears. Let your right knee fall open. Take a breath in, draw your heart forward. And then on your breath out, a wide half split. Shift back, straighten your right leg and bow. So you're folding inside of your right leg. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, shift forward to a lizard lunge. Exhale, shift back to a half split. Again, breathe in. Lunge forward, hips are really heavy. Breathe out, shift back, breath into the back of your right leg. This time shifting forward to your lunge, lean your weight onto your left hand. Take your right hand to your right inner knee or thigh and gently press it away from you. Find a little sway side to side. Bring your right hand down, pick up your back knee, step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to a plank. Exhale, drop your knees, your chest, your chin. Snake yourself forward, low cobra, shoulders back, heart open. Move yourself through a child's pose and back to downward facing dog. Take a nice full round of breath here. And let's repeat that on the other side. Left leg to the sky. Look forward, step your left foot wide outside of your left hand. Tap your right knee down. Come up on fingertips. Left toes turned out, left knee turned out. Inhale here, shine your heart forward. Exhale, shift back wide, Ardha Hanumanasana. Twice more with breath. Inhale, lunge. Exhale to your half split. Bowing inside of your left leg. Once more, inhale, lunging forward. Exhale, shift back. This time as we lunge forward, weight onto the right hand, take your left hand to your left knee, press it away, turn your heart open to the left. Bring your left hand down, tuck your back toes, pick up your knee. This time we step forward, right foot outside of right hand, back to Malasana. Drop your hips down, bring your hands to your heart. Move a little side to side if you want to. And then fingertips to the ground, straighten your legs, parallel your toes. Rise all the way up to stand, arms to the sky, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Bow forward, breathe out. Downward dog, step back. Moving through our flow, inhale, forward plank. Knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Slither forward, cobra pose, or an upward facing dog if you'd like it. And then child's pose for a breath, or straight to downward facing. Steadying yourself with your breath. Right leg to the sky again. Right foot forward, outside of your right hand. Come up onto fingertips. Keep your back knee lifted this time. And as you inhale, let your hips get heavy. Your back knee will tap very lightly. Your heart is open. And then on your exhale, pick up your back knee, straighten your front leg, and then bend your back knee. So back knee is bent and your front toes pick up. Variation of a pyramid. Folding forward. And we'll do that twice more. So inhale, your back leg straight, your front knee bent, coming towards your lizard lunge, tap your back knee. Exhale, straighten your front leg, sit your weight back, bend your left knee. And twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And then this time as you come towards your lizard, weight onto your left hand. Take your right hand to your right inner leg, press your leg away from you. If you want to, you can drop your back knee and sink into it a little bit more. If you want a little bit more strength, you'll keep your back knee lifted. Take your right hand down, step your right foot back, downward dog. Inhale, plank, knees, heart, throats to the earth. Snake yourself forward, low cobra, or an upward facing dog, your choice. Downward facing dog, as you're ready, you can move through a child's pose. Send your left leg to the sky. Your left foot steps wide outside of your left hand. Come up onto fingertips, left toes turn out. Tap your back knee down, look forward, inhale. Exhale, pick up your hips, straighten your front leg, bend your back knee. Your front toes are flexed to the sky. Twice more, inhale, lunge, tap your back knee. Exhale, pyramid pose, back knee bends. Sit your weight back. And one more time, inhale. Exhale. As you come forward, finding your twist, weight onto your right hand to your left inner knee, press it away. And then left hand comes down, right foot steps forward into Malasana, bend your knees, sit your weight low, hands to your heart. Deep breath. Fingertips to the ground, forward fold, pick up your hips, straighten your legs. Rise to stand, sweep your arms to the sky, inhale. Hands through heart center all the way down to the earth, fold. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And bow, plant your hands, downward dog, step back. So moving at a little bit of a quicker pace today. Getting the blood flowing, keeping the breath moving. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, your knees, your chest, your chin meet the earth. Pull yourself forward and through low cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Deep breath. Right leg to the sky again. Inhale. Exhale, step right foot outside of your right hand. This time, lean your weight onto your left hand. Send your right arm towards the sky. And then you're going to roll to the pinky edge of each foot. Turn all 10 toes to face the right. Reach your right hand back behind you and dip your left outer hip towards the ground. Gaze back towards your right hand. Inhale. As you exhale, your right arm sweeps to the sky. You pick up your hips. Pivot your toes forward, right hand inside of right foot. Pivot your toes all the way towards the left. Walk down the left edge of your mat to your left foot, skandasana. Bend your left knee and straighten your right leg. And we're going to move between these two shapes twice more. So we keep our hips nice and low, crawl forward. Pivot all 10 toes forward and then to the right. You're leaning onto your left hand. Left hip heavy to the earth. Right hand reaches behind you. Gaze follows. And then hips come up. Hand weaves around. Skandasana. Bend your left knee. Straighten your right leg. This is the hippy dippy part of the flow. Keep it nice and low. Last time. Weight onto your left hand. Reverse skandasana, we call this one. Right toes turned out. Gaze back. Rising up. Skandasana. Straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee. And this time just walking forward. Turn forward. Step your right foot back. Downward dog. Inhale, plank. Knees, chest, chin. Low cobra or upward facing dog. Move with the rhythm of your breath. If I'm going too fast or too slow, adjust. Left leg to the sky. Step your left foot outside of your left hand. Weight onto your right hand. All 10 toes turn to the left. You're on the outer pinky edge of each foot. Left arm sweeps up and back. Right outer hip dips to the ground. Gaze back. Inhale. On exhale, skandasana. Pick up your hips. Pivot your toes around. Hands walk around this long right edge of your mat. Right knee bent. Left leg straight. Twice more. Crawl it forward. Right hand lands. Pivot open. Reverse skandasana. To skandasana. Take your time. Move again at your pace through these two shapes. One more time. Pivoting all 10 toes to the left. And then all 10 toes to the right. Again, this time we'll step it forward to malasana. Right foot outside of right hand. Hips drop low. Heart is light. Hands in front. Breathe. And take your hands behind you for support if you want. Sit your bum down. Take the soles of your feet together. Knees open wide. Scoop your hands to your ankles. Draw your heart forward and up. And then begin to round forward and fold. If your forearms comfortably make it to the ground, turn your palms to face up. Drop your head. Nice long and slow breaths. Let your heart rate slow down. Slowly start to round yourself back up. Help your knees together and roll down onto your back. Same way we began, feet wide, knees knocked together. Take a moment just to rest, arrive. Arms into a soft cactus by your sides. Keep your feet wide. Both knees fall to the left. If it's okay for you here, you can take your left foot on top of your outer right knee for a figure 4 cross. If you have your foot on your knee, uncross it, both feet wide, come up through center and over to the right. Same thing here. If it's okay for your knees, you can cross your right ankle over your left knee. Uncrossing your ankle from your knee if you have it, back through center, hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side. And find your way to a happy baby. Arms inside of your legs, grab ankles, shins, or feet. And rock a little side to side. Straighten your legs, maybe one at a time. Knees together into your heart. One final squeeze. Short and sweet today. Open your legs up, open your arms up into your final rest. Shavasana. Turn your palms to face up, a little tuck of your shoulders beneath you. Let your feet turn open. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. I'm going to leave you here in Shavasana today, so enjoying this rest for as long as you need. When you feel complete, being sure to wake up slowly. Take your time as you re-enter the rest of your day. I hope it's a beautiful one, and I'll see you next time.